Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another football video, and today I'm going over my Week 16 NFL predictions. This week is going to be one of the biggest weeks in the NFL because this is the second to last week of the season. The last 2 weeks are always big deciding factors in who makes the playoffs, which teams are going to be more dominant in the playoffs, and which players are going to win accolades such as the Pro Bowl and the MVP. So this week has a lot of implications, there's a lot of good games, and I'm very excited. Before we get into the video, this graph tells you that only 15% of you are subscribed, and if you enjoy content, then you should subscribe, because it's free and you can always unsubscribe. So with that, let's get right into the video. Okay, so we're starting off this week with Christmas. On Christmas, we have Saints versus Vikings. The Saints are on a 2-game losing streak, and I believe the Vikings are as well. The Vikings used to be 6-6, and the Saints used to be 10-2. Both of these teams need a win here. The Saints need a win to clinch their division, and the Vikings need a win to make the playoffs. If the Saints can get a win here, then their team will finally have recovered from. I would have full faith in the team that Drew Brees is back from his injury after winning a high-scoring game against a very good offense. On Saturday, we have a smorgasbord of games. We have Bucs-Lions, Cardinals-Niners, and Dolphins-Raiders. I think that the Bucs-Lions game is going to be pretty much a blowout. I think that the Bucs are going to destroy the Lions. I think they're going to put up a whole bunch of points, and the Lions aren't going to score a whole lot. The Bucs need a good win. They've had a couple of strong wins. I think they're going to have a really strong win this week going into the playoffs. Cardinals-Niners. I have the Cardinals winning 34-30. The 49ers have been a very confusing team this season. With all their injuries, they have a lot of strong players that are like coming in and out of the roster. So they'll have really good weeks and they'll have really bad weeks. And I think this week is going to be one of the good weeks, and I think that the Cardinals are going to have a very tough time with this divisional rival. I think the Niners are going to play them very tough. They've beaten the Rams twice. They could beat the Cardinals, and they could play spoiler, but I think the Cardinals needing to get a win here to make the playoffs, they're going to do it in crunch time to get that 7th seed and beat the 49ers 34-30. For Dolphins-Raiders, I have the Dolphins winning 27-20. I honestly don't believe the Dolphins offense can put up 27 points, but I have the Dolphins having 27 points because I think that there's going to be at least one defensive score. I think that there's going to be a few field goals, and I think that the Raiders, a few long field goals by Jason Myers, and I think that the Raiders just aren't going to have anything going for them. It's going to be a tough game for the Raiders. The Raiders are going downhill just like the Patriots. And I think that at 7-7, the Raiders are going to advance to 7-8 and possibly 7-9 before the season's over. At 1 o'clock, we have Chiefs-Falcons, Browns-Jets, Texans-Bengals, Colts-Steelers, football team Panthers, Bears-Jags, and Ravens-Giants. So, for Chiefs-Falcons, I have the Chiefs winning 30-24. I think that Kansas City should win this game pretty handily. I think that the Falcons will make attempted a comeback at the end, but just like in perfect Patrick Mahomes fashion, the Chiefs are going to have a massive lead at halftime. The Falcons are going to make a comeback, but they're just not going to have enough in the tank because Kansas City is just so good at keeping and maintaining leads. Browns-Jets, I have the Browns winning 35-24. I don't even know if the Jets are going to score 24. I don't know if the Browns are going to score 35. I think that it's going to be a fairly high-scoring game, but the Browns just should win. The Jets did beat the Rams last week, but I don't think that that was anything more than a fluke. But you never know. Texans-Bengals, same thing. It was the first week that Ryan Finley was starting at quarterback for the Bengals. I actually almost picked the Bengals for this one because Ryan Finley is undefeated as a starter. But I decided to go with the Texans just because Deshaun Watson is a very good quarterback, and even if the Bengals offense scores on the Texans, I think that Deshaun Watson will do better than the Steelers offense did last week. The Texans offense has been consistently good this season. I think that they can win the game 30-27. Colts-Steelers, I have the Colts winning 28-24. If the Bengals game went any differently, even if the Steelers won by 3, I would have picked the Steelers, but I gotta pick the Colts. I just gotta pick the Colts. You can't bet on a team that just lost 3 straight. 2 of those losses being to teams without under 500. I didn't drop the Steelers in my power rankings yet because I haven't seen the Colts game. If the Steelers beat the Colts, they'll probably retain their spot at 6, or they'll go down to 7. If they lose to the Colts, then they will definitely be potentially out of the top 10. For football team Panthers, I have football team winning 34 to 28. The football team is clearly a better team right now, and they need a win to get into playoff contention. The Panthers, it's going to be similar to the Chiefs-Falcons game. Bears-Jaguars, I have the Bears winning 21 to 17. The Bears are on a roll right now, and I think that Mitch Trubisky is going to continue to be on a roll. They might even score like 28-17. It might be farther out than that. And Ravens-Giants, I have the Ravens winning 34 to 20. The Ravens are on a roll. The Giants are stepping back a bit. The Ravens should win that easily. For the 4 o'clock games on Sunday, we start off with Chargers-Broncos. The Chargers winning 27 to 21. The Chargers have won, I believe, 3 of their last 5 games, and the Broncos have not been as lucky. The Chargers offense has been clicking pretty much the entire season except for the Patriots game, and I think that they're going to continue to click and beat the Broncos 27 to 21. Eagles-Cowboys, I have the Eagles winning 28 to 27. This is a tough divisional game. Jalen Hurts and Andy Dalton both have started playing very well for their teams. Jalen Hurts started 2 weeks ago. He won against the Steelers, and then he lost in a close game to the Cardinals. As for Andy Dalton, he's had a very up and down season, but he's been more consistent in the past few weeks. I think that both of these quarterbacks have been having good seasons going into this game, and I think that one of them's got to come out on top. I think that Jalen Hurts has the new it factor. He's a rookie. He has a little bit of mystery about him, and the Eagles will win that game. Seahawks-Rams, I have the Seahawks winning this one. The Rams just lost to the Jets. They're going to be down a little bit. The Seahawks are recovering from some of their losses in the middle of the season, and I think Seattle's going to want to end off 12-4 to win this division. If they lose this game, the Rams get the division. It's going to be a very important and very telling game for both of these teams. And I think that right now the Seahawks have a better team, and I think the Seahawks will win this game. Sunday Night Football, we have Titans-Packers. Titans I have winning 37 to 34. The Packers have had a phenomenal season, but they haven't played the best of teams. The Titans have had almost as good of a season. They only have 1 extra loss, but their opponents have been considerably harder. I think Tennessee will have the advantage in this game. I think Derrick Henry's going to run for over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, and I think Ryan Tannehill's going to throw the ball for 300 yards. I think that the Packers defense won't be able to handle this offense, and the Titans offense is going to completely destroy the Packers defense. On the Packers side, I think that Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones are going to light it up. I think this will be a very high-scoring game. I have at least 4 touchdowns on both sides, and I have 3 field goals for the Titans and 2 field goals for the Packers. It'll be a great game, and I will be live streaming it on this channel. So tune in around 8:10 or 8:15 on IMAX Sports, and you can watch it with me. And I won't be streaming the game because that is not legal, but I will be streaming my live reaction to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and we can have a little football party. For Monday Night Football, we have Patriots-Bills, and I have the Bills winning 24 to 13. I think the Patriots' defense is strong enough to keep the Bills under 30, but that's about it. I think that's about all we can do is keep teams from scoring 30 points on us. Outside of that, our offense can't really do anything. The Bills don't even have that strong of a defense, but I just don't see our offense doing anything. We lost the last game to them by a field goal. I think it was 24-21, and that was because Cam Newton fumbled the ball on the last drive, and I think that if it's down to Cam Newton winning the game for us again, he'll probably fumble it again because that seems to be something that he does. So, yeah, I'm not expecting a whole lot from that game. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're just around 700 right now. Just a couple more for 700. So thank you guys for all the support. I really appreciate. I could not appreciate it more. Make sure to check out my live stream on Sunday. The last one went pretty good, but I didn't publicize it as much, so not a whole lot of people came. So hopefully more people will come this week. I appreciate you all, and I hope you guys have a great Christmas. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.